Oh man, guys, I am so embarrassed for our media. It's basically corporate media, just the world over. It's so embarrassing to listen to talk about, oh, the far right might win, mock, worry, and oh yes, and the left. Well, they were just trying to destabilize the right. I mean, they have no right to win. Macron's snap election was meant to go, we want the far right to win in order to crush the hopes that the left will win. The left was getting some great performance, and their program was built on getting into power, and they did, but they weren't prepared for a snap election. The far right was. Of course, the far right didn't know that it was going to be a gift into their laps. But their program has been revved and running ever since the election, and before, of course. And their program benefited from a snap election, and Macron knew it. Macron would like nothing better than for the right to win in order to prevent the left from getting to power. Period. So it's really embarrassing to listen to this crap. I'll link it, the original, of course, in the source. But it's just so stomach turning to listen to it as a, oh, the right's gonna win, and then, oh yes, the left was just trying to prevent the right. But there was no talk of how close the left had gotten with this previous election, and how scared Macron and, of course, the corporate blocs he is supported by were scared of that left. So yeah, I mean, it benefits the far right, but it doesn't the left, which had made significant gains in the current election, and that's what Macron was trying to destroy, because he'd rather have the far right win than the left, because the far right's gonna just self-destruct once it gets into power, and that way Macron can get back into power after, when the next election happens, he'll get back into power, guaranteed. There's too much corruption and racism and disgusting stuff with the far right that it's just going to implode once it gets into power. But Macron is confident in that he will win the next election and not the left. It's just amazing, isn't it? Just the way the media reports it, that none of what I just said is even mentioned. That, oh yes, the left is just going to try to defeat the right. It's not about right. It's Macron pretending to represent the left. And so by dismissing any notion of a left of center beyond him that is actually left, and that he's not actually just a corporate stooge, right? But that he has conflated the left with his party. And so any mention of left as an alternative to him is just totally not talked about, except in the guise of, a foil against the right, but not actually mentioning, right, there the ascendancy of something beyond Macron's left getting into power. And it's an interesting and embarrassing perspective by corporate media.